Welcome back to Fixing with Friends. Today I'm installing a battery isolator switch and also going to be installing one of these safety switches or protected switches for the fuel pump because I don't want someone fiddling with it while I'm driving. So this is because back around Christmas there was an issue with the airflow meter, and that's caused some fuel pump running issues, or perhaps it's a progression of the root problem that has to be resolved anyway. But since I don't have a lot of time and I'm going to be getting the Oldsmobile ready to go, I need something just so that I don't have to pop the hood every time I stop and perhaps ruin the hood latch. So I'm going to be installing this. So to install the battery isolator switch, you're going to need a new section of cable as well as a new terminal. I'm attaching it to the negative side, so I got a 2-gauge black cable, and then I also picked up some lugs to crimp on. I also bought some heat shrink, but it's up to you whether or not you want to use that. And just ignore this. We'll deal with that later. So I want to have the battery isolator switch ideally somewhere up, away from people's feet. I'm going to make sure that it's oriented in a way that even if someone's foot hits it, it's not going to switch it off, but could switch it on because there's only two options there. Right now it's in the on position, so I'm going to have it sitting facing this way or higher, and I want to put it, from what I could see, the only real place to put this is somewhere around here by the battery, because it's quite large, not a lot of space to put it. Ideally I'd put it kind of under here, but that's not going to happen ever. I mean, looking at it, I guess if I pull the battery out and this little box, there appears to be a space. Maybe that would work out better. Well, I'm going to take some measurements and see, because if it's over here underneath the battery, it's out of the way. It's not going to get as much water and stuff on it, salt, whatever else. But if it's over here, it's easily accessible though, and I won't need quite as long of cable, which I've already bought. I think I should be okay one way or the other though. I guess this only extends so far. I've changed my mind. So this is the only place it can go, around here. So I'm going to take some measurements to find out the distance from the 9 o'clock position on the rubber grommet here to the space up above where it's going to go in. It'll sit behind this fan. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much problems. I don't think it will. So for the center point of the hole I'm going to drill, it's going to be about 2 inches out and 3.5 inches up, because if you go too far, you hit up here, which I don't think you can even see, but the back of this right there. 2 inches over. I had a feeling it's going to be right there. Okay, it's a little bit further, but let's use this mark right here as the 2-inch. We'll just go in a little bit from there. 3.5 inches. So it's going to be right where this is, which I don't really want. So right around there, I don't even know if there's enough space. I might be able to squish it up a little bit further. It's going to be about an inch diameter hole right there. I think I might be able to make do. Now the question is whether or not I should pull the fan from inside and drill from inside out, or drill from outside in and then just make a hole on the other side. I think drilling from this side in will be the most realistic time-wise, and then going from the other side and cutting a hole through the insulation. So the alternative though is that what's the lowest point I can run this to? I could extend this cable here if I need to, this little one. It's just a ground, but I think the furthest I could get is probably here, which is the support bracket for the battery mount. Yeah, there's not enough space under there unless you did a lot of cutting to actually go under the battery here. You can probably see better than I. You go through that little space there. There's not a lot of room. Let's see how it goes. Oh, here it goes. Well, congratulations me, I've just drilled a hole through my car. Focus. Don't look at the manifold. Now if I lose the screw, I am as it is. Oh, I guess watch out, there's a little tiny lock washer in there. Can you even see that? Don't lose that. Just bought this off Amazon. It was like 20 bucks. Well, it fits, so it will sit. Stupid beams. Now I just have to cut it on the other side. Once you have the other side cut, throw some sealant around the opening so it doesn't rust and you don't let any water or moisture through. Now this is a bit of a hack job, but it shouldn't really matter once I have this down. If you want to do it properly, you know, pull the fan out and then you can cut it nicely. But you need to have a little bit of extra space anyway for the ring. So, I gave up on trying to film putting it in, because there's no way you would see with my hands there, but there it is. So, in case you were wondering, yes, that is lead, so probably don't touch them with your bare hand. So I think just using an X-Acto knife and a little bit of time, there's probably something better. I'll probably use some tin snips, that might work. I'm going to cut through it just like I would any insulator on a wire, and then I'm going to pull these 3 wires out and plug them into the eyelet. And then we can hook the eyelet up down here and the new one up there and make that cable as short as possible so that if there is some sort of overcurrent issue, which I can't see there being, it doesn't have enough distance to really cause a lot of resistance. Okay, well I guess we're keeping a little bit of lead there. I think I might need a bigger sleeve, or I put it on after. Maybe just stretch it out a bit. This isn't a crimper exactly, but hopefully it'll do the job. Hopefully these pliers have enough leverage. That did not work. I'm going to have to grab the Nyko press, but you can at least see it for now. just crimp it and scoop this on. So that's it done. That's it for this one. Next episode we're going to be putting in the fuel switch, and from there I'm going to be starting back on the Mustang videos. Sorry there's been such a delay. I've bought a place that's nowhere near where I live, but regardless I'm going to be putting out as many videos as I can, and hopefully they're useful or entertaining.